God, I love it when they do that. Test. Every time there's like some kind of weird update, all my inputs get crazy, and I should have known better, honestly. Well, hey there, Justice 3 Gaming. Welcome back to another daily dose of gaming with me, Justice. And today's game is Marvel Strike Force, and it is an unlock day for Nico. Now, technically, member of the Runaways, pretty awesome character. I like her. If you haven't watched the TV show, maybe you should. Little teeny bop, but it's pretty cool. I like the stories of the team that she's with. Kind of disappointed she's not actually with that team in one of my favorite games here, but it is what it is. I was actually hoping she'd be more of a tech mage and really add something to my tech team in Doom 2, but this is where we're at. So Nico is going to be a part of the A-Force team, which is going to be one of the key teams that you're going to need for the next Scourge, for the next Horseman of Apocalypse, Famine. And A-Force is one of the teams that they're requiring. They got 3 different teams: A-Force, Young Avengers, and Inhumans. Basically, a triple choice for different populations of Marvel Strike Force. A-Force obviously is going to be primarily for your paying players. And then you got Young Avengers, where most of the population should be able to have and utilize during the event. Then you got your veterans, primarily your free-to-play players probably, and you can use them. But you're pretty much like, it's in order almost on how useful they're going to be during the event. You can pretty much go down the list. A-Force is obviously going to be the best if you max them out, and then you got Young Avengers, and then Inhumans. The Inhumans, I don't suspect it's going to be terribly useful. You'll probably be able to get an unlock with it, but you're going to want to stick to A-Force or the Young Avengers. I am focusing on the Young Avengers right now, but I tend to backlog a lot of things in order to be able to do my strategy, which is one character at a time, one team at a time for each event. So when they're done, they're done. I don't got to worry about them, and I can unlock whatever I want in the game and still have a great character for the future. I'm still not very impressed with the A-Force team. They are on the bench right now because I'm currently switching over. I just got done with the Dark Hold team. I'm going to make a video for all my recommendations for that team there. But I moved over to the Dark Hunters because I didn't do so great in the first Scourge, but I kind of predicted that that would happen because there's a lot of learning that goes on whenever you start a new event like that. So I'm going to really try to hit hard on the next event, get as many shards as possible for Morgan Le Fay. The Darkhold team is an excellent team, and if they're anything like the next 3 Horsemen that are coming out, I'm going to be aiming hard for each and every single one of those teams as they come to the game. But for today, the unlock is going to be Nico. Now, as you guys know, I don't actually read up on these characters beforehand because I think the greatest fun you can have with getting a new character is reading through their kit and really kind of theory crafting your way through what you could do on their ISOs and who are you going to pair with this team as like a 5th member. I personally am going to go with Captain America. Nico's one of those characters that does have a high recharge for most of her kit, it looks like, from what I've clicked through here. So I'm going to utilize him and Jessica Jones to really charge this team back up and keep them rolling. Before we get started, I am actually going to open this up here real quick. My good friends over at Rep Sports sent me an insider's box of some of their new experimental flavors, and they usually give me a couple free things here and there, like t-shirts and stuff. And that's the People's Energy Drink. Pretty awesome. Thanks, guys. Oh, and samples. What do we got? We got a lot of the top secret powders, some pre-workout. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's a pretty standard issue here. My information pack that I can't actually share with you guys. Ew. No, some more decals. I like that. I'm kind of making a little board of Raise Energy decals right now. And then we got our mystery flavors. I like giving my input on these. All right, so I am actually going to use one of these. Kind of need it at this point. Raise Energy is an zero sugar energy drink that I found. Not only they, you know, I represent these guys, but I use this stuff too, and it's got probably the best flavors out of any energy drink that I've ever had. Plus the electrolytes and the aminos that are in it, the BCAAs. I'm a little bit of an athlete, so that actually helps me out in the long run, because those are the types of things that you get from outside sources other than, you know, protein powders, things like that. But this keeps me up, and I do like experimenting. These are top secret. I hope I don't get in trouble for that. Top secret confidential. I'm just supposed to taste this and give my input, but I'll tell you what it tastes like. All right, here we go. Saved. I went bottomed out on my caffeine just for this. Ooh. That is a familiar aroma. The initial taste, there's a middle, and there's this aftertaste. It's, I would say like a lemon, but it's almost like one of these tastes like, I'm not a big smoker, so if you guys are non-smokers too, like, you can kind of taste or smell certain cigarette brands. It almost has like a menthol-y type of aftertaste to it. Not entirely sure I like this one. Yeah, like the air of it is kind of still circulating through. But you want to know what? Energy, baby. Not too thrilled with it. Oh, you know what? I'll take that back. It's an herbal taste. Now it's coming in. It's like, oh, it's like a tea. I would say ginseng, like a ginseng tea. Oh, pretty good, guys. I mean, probably be better if it was a little colder, but. All right, but if you guys are interested in, you know, buying your own energy drinks, I do represent these guys. So if you want to head over to repsports.com, whatever your order is, depending on your nutrition, or you just want Raise Energy, I'll hook you up with 15% off your entire order. Just in that coupon code, put in Justice3 Gaming, you're good to go. All right, let's get to the unlock for Nico. I am interested in studying her kit. If you're not familiar with my unlocks, I do go through red orbs. I am going to be sticking primarily to the elites because I'm still building my dark promotion credits. And then we're going to move on to the shards for the character to see if we can get as many stars as possible. My goal here is to get 4 so she still can score for me in red star blitzes. And but I'm going to walk away at a really low count. I'm hoping to avoid using regular red orbs because I'm running dangerously low on elite 4s and 5s. Like, there's almost nothing there anymore. So I'm trying to build those up. And the great people over at Scopely has completely undercut my ability to do daily gameplay and gain gold on a daily basis that allows me to unlock new characters and actually have them ready to go. And I refuse to buy any of the packs or anything like that. I'm not gonna budget for that. I did get a red orb bundle, just one of those things. They're like highly overpriced. I do not recommend buying them. I did it because it's part of my budget for content. Don't you do it. It's a waste of money. Just collect your orbs, bide your time, have patience. You're gonna be fine. But that's why I'm here. Let's see here. What are we going to do first? Let's recruit her. Let's make sure she's on there. We are going to do some gameplay. I'll give you my ISO recommendations at the end of this stream. So if you're watching this at a later date, go, you know, feel free to just go towards the end. You'll probably see the ISO recommendations there. But as I'm building it, I'm studying, I'm learning, I'm trying to figure out where this team goes. I have played the other team, the rest of the team. This is the last member of the team. So I will be able to move some ISOs around and start thinking of a better way to have the entire A-Force team set up. Alright, first things first, let's get her to 45. Now, you're going to want about a little over 300 orange modules to make this all the way to 85. But I have calculated that you do need about 12.5 million. On a very close border, 10.5 probably, to completely level up a character like this. I'm not going that far because gold has taken a serious drop and I need to be careful. It's just a smart way to play. Not up to me to complain or tell the developers where to put their items. It's just me to figure out, this is what I got. I need to make the best decisions I can with what I have. Alright, I should get me my power cores from the milestone. Now I'm gonna go to 4 to start building her kit. I do not have any plans to give her any T4s at the moment. I'm saving all of those for what I have prioritized as the most important in the game so far. I should probably do a video on that. Alright, let's get in there. Alright, so basically for the beginning attack, you're just looking at a lot of damage. I'll be able to call an ally, clear stun from an ally with the highest damage. Yeah, it's probably pretty useful. Getting stun off is stun and ability block are serious debuffs that you just don't want to have to deal with. Unless you're using it yourself. 50% chance to call an ally. That's such garbage. But I'm gonna get it at 6, so not a big deal. And at you know, most for a level 7, a good chunk of damage. It's not bad. Let's get that in. All right, so I'll be able to heal, clear heal block from an ally with the highest damage. Yeah, that protects the damage. That's good. Captain Marvel. But I could be wrong. I think that might be Spider-Woman, actually. I've seen her kit. She has a lot of bonuses to base damage. Alright, so what we got? Jesus, you know, is this whole kit random? We got random bleed, defense, and healing. Damn, I was hoping that healing was going to be regular. Another random. Why would it... This whole kit is filled with it. I think random in this game is a bit suspect to begin with. I know for a fact if you have certain combinations of like Sinister Six and his summon is supposed to be random, if you know your combination of characters, you know who's coming in as a summon. This might be the same kind of thing, but I don't know. The only thing is I'm not gonna be able to learn or be able to see almost any of this happen without fighting with this team at least like 25 to 100 times. She can't revive herself, and it's not like she's one of the top characters of the team right now, so... Oh boy, oh man, this character has a potential of being extremely frustrating to use. Alright, so she's gaining regeneration for herself. She's gonna be very self-sustaining. Makes me think barrier, maybe? I mean, at the end of it, because now we're hitting the T2s, I believe barrier does have a really big drain if this character has barrier. She has bleeds and regeneration on this. Damage to all targets. That is a giant charge. Flip all deflect to negative effects. Who is that geared towards? Like a Infinity Watch kind of thing. Maybe Web Warriors, but they already have a hard counter in the Dark Hunters. Alright, flip all speed up to negative effects. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Is that a regular thing? Okay, I'm with that. But that's still a big charge. Flip all defense up, so, okay. So on this one, at least you're guaranteed those things. I like that. And she'll be able to get trauma for 2 turns and disrupt. That's pretty powerful. On more offense, yeah. More damage, more damage, more damage, and some bonuses for more offense. Okay. I really don't like the random stuff, but they're sort of like, I mean, they're sort of icing so far. More offense. Let's see here. That doesn't help anything. Outside of war. Let's see here. We got health. Health for everybody. That's always great. Immunity and death proof to lowest health ally. That actually, that's protecting anybody that's still in development. Kind of like that. All this extra focus. I don't think anybody needs to be a skirmisher. That's a ton of focus. Or is that just for her? That's just for her. And this is all, like, her whole passive benefits only war offense. Oh, there's a drain right there. That's a big drain. 50% drain. Makes me want to up her damage as far as possible. I think I have a theory and design already set up in my head for this. Like, I know who I'm using for my members now. I think I know exactly what I want to do with them. Yo, Death Threat 69, what up, dog? I am currently studying Nico's kit as I develop her character. I love that music. It means I got a new person. Oh, grim tidings. Oh man, all these random. I wish all these randoms were on a defense person, because like that could always really like throw people through a loop sometimes. Yeah, there's so much damage. Skirmisher's completely out for Nico, unless they gave her garbage, like absolute trash base focus for her. I don't know, man. 6 or 7 days ago. Well, welcome to the game, my dude. You're on an adventure for sure. Like, this is a good time to be a new player anyways. There's a lot of great characters to start off with and develop your roster as you go through. I'm glad you're here too, because now you can kind of see some of these new characters that might be outside your range that you might want to think about for the future. But I mean, they're all pretty much going to have an event, so you know, she might. Yeah, Shang-Chi is really good. It's just too bad they cut, you know, cut everybody off on their shards. It's crazy. I suspect. I mean, Shang-Chi's like a speed bar manipulator, so I love him, and he's got a super cheap kit. That's one of the reasons why he's like extremely powerful. I just went for it with Shang-Chi. I got 7 red stars in that dude. I got him at gear 16 right now. He's like definitely one of my key Dark Dimension like city characters. Really great. Moon Knight. One, absolutely love the TV show. I hope they rework the team. They bring me Layla. She's the Scarlet Scarab. I didn't notice it at first because it's kind of dark on the show. I like that idea because Tauret is like one of the gods that's just not in the comics. And I was like, oh, what are they going to do with this? And Moon Knight in the game is another one of those war offenses that he's a part of with the Shadowlanders. Really great team if you want to do some heavy investment in offense. Now, since you're super new, I would recommend trying to get a good offense going, because getting a good defense, that's just going to take time. And you're better off going with your alliances and helping them out, get that full clear at your guys' current development, and just keep working your way up with those alliances. And don't be afraid to jump ship either. Just let your alliance leaders know that you're ready to move on and you have some better prospects, and it was great playing with them. Unless they're being complete asses about it, then peace out. Just try to make sure that you don't screw everybody in your alliance. You leave on a proper day, like after war is over with, like on a Sunday or something, or the last war of your week. All right, let's go up to 55. We'll get this. We'll go to 60. We'll get this kit ready. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Red stars. We're out of order, but hey, we're having fun, right? All right, so always call ally with the highest damage to attack primary target. That's still pretty cool. You know what we got to do real quick? All right, go to, since you're new here, you might want to do this too. Head on over to MSF.gg. Probably one of the best resources in the game for any characters. I only usually reference this when a new character comes out, but one of the most important things that I look for is what does the assist and counter information say that I can do in case I want to get, take advantage of a vulnerability from the ISO attacks. What's going to happen after I get that extra attack and or assist? And this has more text to it, so that's promising. Damage is on the low percentage side, but you are getting some benefits here. Now, since her basic does have this randomness with a good chunk of healing tied to it, this might actually be really useful. I think right now, this right here, I'll show you guys right here. MSF.gg, you can choose any character you want. You can set up the guild, calculate the power levels, all that stuff. They are really efficient at getting the math right for this. And now that I believe Marvel Strike Force owns it, they can start giving them the formulas for certain characters and making sure that that information is super accurate. Now, your alliance is probably going to be a part of this, so you might want to set up an account, get your stuff going for you. There's an excellent war counter mechanic that's a part of this, and Discord, all really useful stuff. For me, I use it to check things that I wouldn't normally be able to see, like this. So I'm getting the random effect, but there's a big chunk healing. I can get a defense up and apply bleed to the target. I have a suspicion that Nico's bleed will probably be one of the more powerful bleeds in the game. Wolverine and Lady Deathstrike's bleeds are pretty strong. Alright, I don't want to look at more stuff than that, because I want to be in-game always. Alright, we got 2 more bleeds. Regeneration on 7. That's useful for her. She's going to be a hard takedown. It makes a really strong argument for Barrier and Striker. I think I'm going with Striker, though. By the time she maxes out on that into the ISO blues, she'll be able to start dealing damage based on her own HP. And since she's basically responsible for the sustain on this team, she's likely to have a ton of HP to use. Bigger that number, the bigger that percentage is going to matter. War offense, immunity, deathproof to the highest A-Force ally, highest health. Now, who would highest health belong to? Any of the newest characters, probably. Probably talking Nico's probably the one that's got the highest. She's the last member of the team so far. She must have a really, really high HP level. All right, I particularly don't. I'm usually on one of those high-end type alliances most of the time, and I'm a very loyal member of my alliance. One of the best things that you can do is, let me see if I can hook you up with a good Discord. Do you have Discord? Because that's pretty important to Marvel Strike Force in your near future. Let's get this off the screen. That usually is at the bottom here. Like, don't overthink it. It's not super important. You can still do the in-game chat and whatnot. This is probably for most of the bigger alliances or more important alliances that are going to take things a little more seriously. You definitely want to get Discord and make sure that you're a part of an alliance that has one as well. Not a requirement, but it'll keep you out of the random scene. Let's see here. Actually, you want to know what? I think one of the best things that you could do. Okay, if you got Facebook or something like that, there's one of the biggest Marvel Strike Force groups that are there. All you gotta do is just basically send out a call out for any alliances that are willing to take in somebody new, show them the ropes, and that's exactly what you need to do. And it's a climbing game. You're not going to stick to just one alliance at any given time. You're going to need to move here and there. Just be realistic about it. Be respectful about it. And most alliances that you wind up that are taking the game seriously, not like super serious as in like, ooh, this is my whole life kind of thing, they'll be able to hook you up with an appropriate alliance as long as you're giving them a heads up. Most captains are really cool about that. We're all, I'm not a captain, but you're connected to other networks of alliances. And don't listen to anybody else. Use your instincts. Have faith in that, and you're going to be just fine. You only have Discord? Let's see here. What could I do for you? I'm not like any kind of a manager or anything like that. Liverpool Academy is one of the Discord servers that you can go to. I want to see if I can give you something where you can ask. I don't want to overstep myself here on their server, but let's see, can I invite people? Well, I could from like my own thing, but all right. If you want some, let's see here. I'll type these in for you. Liverpool's Academy is a good one to go to. Ask to get into their server. There's a section where you could just, see if there's any alliances out there that can pick you up, and so you can have more fun with the game. Honestly, it's going to be where you're going to get tons and tons of more support to build your roster. But don't think that Liverpool's Academy is the only place to go. Pants of the Hulk is a great place to go as well. They're super serious. They're one of the top alliances, but they're always connected to other alliances that are growing as well, and you'll fit right in. All right, let's move on with Nico's character here. All right, we've studied her kit enough. Let's get into red stars. We need red stars. What I am trying to avoid is using the orbs. I'm building my dark promotion credits up, and if you don't know about that right now, they're for some of the more legendary characters of the game, the powerful characters in the game, you need dark promotion credits to get their red stars. That's the only way to get them. Well, that's not entirely true. but it's the easiest way to get those stars. And it's usually for the biggest characters in the game. Like right now, I'm saving them for any of the 4 horsemen that are coming out as I earn them, so I have, you know, wiggle room and I don't have to worry about red stars so much. Okay, so my goal here is 4, 5, and 6. For the new watchers that are here, I'm gonna lay these credits down here for you and how to treat them. Always develop them. You're gonna get credits, and you know, any copies that you have, you're gonna go here. Right now, you just need to use the red orbs pretty much whenever possible, because you got to build your roster, and the only way to get credits is to get a character that already has the red stars that you earn. So you got to build your roster up before you think you can do what I'm doing right now, which is regularly dip into like Elite 4s, 5s, 6, or 7s. It doesn't matter which one you want. You got to determine what your value in the current character is before you start pulling orbs. Right now, Nico is a low value character for me, but that's not necessarily the same for you. You're still starting out in Marvel Strike Force. You're probably going to want to get every advantage possible and just start pulling stars like crazy until you start building your roster up high enough to where you can depend on credits more. All right, so my plan is Nico, low value, so that means I'm going to walk away the second I get 4 stars. It might not happen. So let's say if Nico was a high value character for me right now, I would immediately go to the highest elite orb that I have, if I have any credits for it, and I would use that first. On unlock days, they have a 15% chance or boost chance to get that star that you really, really want, and that's where you want to use it. Right now, I'm limited. So here we go. I think I'm gonna do the build 1-5, use 1-5. I don't really want a 5 for Nico. It would just be really nice. Let's make sure her picture's there. You don't gotta do this. I'm just paranoid. I just want to make sure she's there. See, 15%. There we go. All right, let's start pulling. There we go. We're done. I'm walking away. The biggest danger to Marvel Strike Force, like most mobile games, is submitting to any kind of addictive behaviors. And that is, oh, I need something better all the time. That's not true. There are multiple ways in the game that you can earn red stars for the characters that you don't, really, really enjoy. And that's where you need to be. And so I got the 4 here. She's low value for me. I'm walking away. I don't want anything more than that, and you gotta settle for it, unless, let's say, through playtesting she turns out to be insanely useful and I know I can use her in multiple areas of the game, like Dark Dimension or Arena or Blitz, or even the new Cosmic Crucible, which is starting tonight. You never know until you start playing with your characters. And for me, I'm done. So we're gonna move on to the shards. Let's see if we can get some more shards for her and get her at least a red star blitz ready. Oof. I hate seeing 6. It's like somebody's just flicking the testicles one at a time. I do have a little bit of a crass humor and I cuss sometimes, but it's not all the time, so be aware. Ooh. Come on, Violet. You're just gonna green me out the entire time, aren't you? Seeing blues. I'm feeling it right now. I'm gonna be like 127 probably. Unless something major happens in the next 8. I've done this enough. Yeah, that's like ginseng tea or something. That's not the violet I wanted. I want a center violet. Oh, that hurts. 146. Better than I expected. So that means I got piecemealed into the blues a little bit, which brought me up somewhat, but not impressive, but I'll take it. All right, let's see. Where did that put us? 4 for sure, obviously. Not super awesome, but we'll deal with it. All right, let's get our gear up as far as we can go. I have been saving Mystic gear quite a bit. Another city Mystic. Yeah, with Circe and me having Circe and Icarus, is having another Mystic city, even Mystic cities. Although, if I bring up Spider-Woman and her, eventually they might make actually a faster city squad, maybe. If anybody here is actually looking forward to my speedrun today, I am going to be doing another set of teams to test the times that I've had from the previous one, if you guys watched the last one. So be on the lookout for that. I'm probably going to take a small break and then just redo the stream. I'll be on a little bit, probably, if you're in US, probably around lunchtime. I gotta be careful with Mystics. I gotta stop her at 12 because I'm still working on Dark Hunters, and they do require a lot of like orange Mystic gear, so I gotta hold off on Nico going to... I could probably push her to 13 because I think 13, 14, 15 is what I need to worry about. Alright, that makes her... No, that makes her kit available for whatever T4s I got. I'm not sinking T4s into her right now. Alright, so which ones are using... probably do that. That's safe. She uses palladium. That's not bad. Ancient scroll. That's safe. Actually, this what I'm looking for is a very particular set of materials. I think I'm okay. I could probably push this to 70. I'm running out of gold, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, I think that's safe to upgrade her in that direction. Yep, we're in danger level. Oh man, these things in the last 6 months have been so difficult. I just been bringing up a lot of characters past 14 to 15. Basic catalyst part. All right, let's. What we do need to do is study what she's using in the other categories. All right, what do you got here? No. I need this one. All right, more scrolls. Aha. This is using Icar. Okay, I'm in my head. I have the Darkhold team stuff. No, that's right now. I'm on Ghost Rider, and he's using those two. Let's see here. The ones I'm looking at are like this category here for these two. We got Primordial Potion and these Geodes, these Mythic Geodes. Those are the two ones that are tough to get to right now. There's just so many Mystic characters that use them. Alright, what about Elsa? What does she use? She's an action-oriented Mystic. Looks like she's going to be using the Icar mostly. That's what this book has in it. These two things right here. Aha! Parchment, and I need to make those. There's that. Icar and that. Okay, if this one... Okay. Whenever I'm done with Ghost Rider, I might be able to work on Nico. After Dark Hunters, who do I go? I gotta go back. I gotta go back to A-Force to get ready for the second Famine Scourge. Yeah. Oop, Nico. Oh, there you are. I almost thought I forgot to favorite her, so I have her access. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll push her level as far as we can go for today. Nope. 77 is as high as I get. Alright, I'm gonna put her on the team because I need to look at the overview of the team. Because I think I'm gonna change Captain America's ISO. Oop, I need to be in my Blitz roster. That's where I keep all the synergies together. Where are you? I know you're gonna drop. I know you. Oh, there you are. Okay. Probably gonna drop quite a bit. I'm gonna replace Nick. Let's see here. Positioning. Yep. That's good. I got my tank on the corner, keeping the lower developed characters safe. Now that the T2s are coming out for the ISO blues, I gotta start considering the higher end stuff. I got 2 energy characters, which is good because Nico has a really big charge. But keeping, the characters moving like that is beneficial. I think having 2 outside healers with their ISOs is probably a smart idea to offset the randomness of Nico's healing. Although I don't think I need all 3 of those heal classes. I think Cap is definitely the one I'm changing. I'm going to make him a barrier because he's going to be taking most of the hits. Ooh, more health. Block him out. It's pretty good. Alright, Inspire. 1 to 3 random allies. Okay. I hate how random that energy is. Is this smart? I mean, he's already blocking, right? And with a high enough ISO blue, he'll be able to get that minor defense up every turn. Get a barrier. He'll be healed by 2 other healing classes. But he's going to be taking almost too many hits. with a barrier like that, he will eventually get that drain at the end. And that'll be based on his HP. That's pretty big. I'm gonna go with barrier. Should I blue him? I don't got enough to blue him. I need at least 40 grand per character, and I think I got 3 that I need to. I need 120 to get that moving. At least need them battle ready for war. Alright, that's good, that's good. I'm gonna leave all those ISOs alone for now. Alright, Nico, for sure, is going to take advantage of those vulnerabilities out there. She'll be able to come over top of them. She's 129. She's going to be going... Her speed is actually really decent. What do we got here? We got 128. Alright, so it's... So it's always going to be Nico first. Spider-Woman second. And she's got so many negative statuses going out, though. Like, I always use Glide when I first come out. That's ability block. You really need that to land. And her, I don't believe her focus is all that great. I mean, she's barely she's barely pushing on 10 grand right now, and she has a skirmisher. Yeah, that gets pushed to 9. She really needs that skirmisher. Even though Nico's probably going to go first, which kind of sucks, that's still better. She'll be able to probably get healing a bit random on the assist / counter. Yeah, I'm going to go striker. Well, you know, I don't think it costs a lot actually for. What is oh, yeah, might as well do that. It's only 2,500 for 2. I might do that actually. Alright, so where's Cap? Let's get Cap stats up too. Doesn't cost me anything for the first one. Yeah, I can't do that. Alright, what about Captain Marvel? Wait, did it? What is his health? 249? What? I thought he got an update a little while ago. Ooh, I don't know about this. I think I gotta think this over again. Who? Oh my! I was trying to get a military bonus, but if he's only gonna have like 300,000 for health, I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, he blocks a lot, but holy crap! It might not be worth it, dude. I might want to go with Nick Fury. Red Guardian would be a good choice. What does his passive do? Skill military. Although that would be good. Just no energy. Self-healing though. Ooh, and an ability block. Ooh. And then his basic gives defense up to adjacent allies. I mean, his health ain't that great either, but he's not, I don't know, it's about the same. 5 stars. He's gonna be giving defense up. I think I'd rather take the energy if they're virtually the same. He's got 5 levels to go. Cap is at gear tier 12. And no, gear tier 13. Red Guardian is 12, and he's only level 80. He gets more health during war, though. Yeah, I think I'll stick with it. Marvel still has a ways to go, but I can switch her. Oh, she's gonna be 75. Yeah, I just used up all my gold. So that means alright, we're at 550, so they're not really dropping, really. I could do some more Nico. At 25 a pop, that's not too bad. I could probably boost Cap and Nico. Oh, there you are. Okay. When it flicks like that, it throws me through a loop a little bit. Alright, that should give us a pretty good idea on how these guys are going to perform. Who did I lose? Right here. Nick? I could probably redo Shield. I'm thinking in terms of blitzes. Alright, let's test these guys out. Let's see what we're doing here. Let's see here. City allies, resistance, armor for self and A-Force allies. Okay, 40% armor for Captain America might actually be pretty damn good. 114 for speed. So you're number 3 for now, but I suspect Captain Marvel might be next. Yeah, it goes Nico, Spider-Woman, Captain Marvel. Cap's probably on the slow side. should be. 114, they're tied. Are they tied? Wait, did I just... No, that's 114, right? She needs to be just slow enough to remove negative statuses on her energy. But this is really good because once the 3 main characters go with their abilities, Jessica Jones and Captain America will be able to recharge a good chunk of those charges for their abilities. That's actually a really good speed plan. Alright, let's see what we can do about seeing where they're at. They're at about 550. Oh, there we go. We're at 8-3. We do need a softball, and I think I'm gonna drop. That softball might work. Turn off sim. Let's see what they can do. Now, on this test, normally I like to see the animations first on the way through, and then I'll just speed things up for you guys so you can see what they're doing too. Alright, so if I'm doing this, what do I really want to start with? That attacks everyone. If they have positives, that's only going to, like, really be... Oh, wait. Oh, that's flip. Oh, wait. Positive effects to negative effects. But you get that effect randomly, right? Okay, so I want to see that. Start with the main one. I like her light animation. Alright, you're a healer. You're going to want to get a good hit off on somebody important, so let's start with Rocket. And then charge up with removing any negative effects. Ooh, barrier too. Ooh. Okay, let's get that defense up. And the energy. This could be a fun team. Alright, let's see. What am I getting on this one? Attack the primary target, adjacent targets. So Rocket is a good choice right now. I'm going to apply bleed. I'm going to gain regeneration. But I'm not really going to be able to see anything else because that happens after the first use. This is a long-term type of team. Like, if you're fighting a team that is going to take a really long time to fight, that's where they shine. Alright, so 50% additional for every negative effect. Ooh, let's aim for... Ooh, yeah, let's aim for Namor. She hit so hard. Jessica's definitely like one of my favorites. And she's just gotten better. Alright, here's the thing. Alright. Clear heal block. I don't have any heal block or stun. I'll be able to call an ally on this. I won't be able to see anything until after the first attack. got that charge already. I wish Jessica's character had a little more of an MMA background. I think that'd be a cool backstory to have for her. Oh, got that off. Oh! Up. Pretty useful. And more energy. That's a good turn order on the energy for this. Like, Nico's ult is already up. I actually like that. That means when, in terms of power use, this is going to be a quicker team than I think. And having the couple extra healers there on their ISOs will give them some really good sustain. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to speed things up. I'm going to keep it at 3. I'm going to be honest with you. Her animations kind of suck. And they're not cool at all. Which is kind of terrible. She does look cool as a character. And, you know, your war offenses you're going to be using visually more than a lot of other teams to begin with. Alright, so we gotta contend with a defense down here. I'll be able to wipe that. Piercing damage with a really big Yondu. Got some bleed coming in. More bleed. Possibly one-shot kill from Hulk. I'll take it. Those are the things that are going through my head like super fast. I just said it out loud for anybody that might be watching. Alright, let's make sure we don't... That's an all? Alright, if that's an all, I'm going to start with Yondu. Yeah, the resistance is holding up pretty good. Not that it matters with this team right now, but... There you go, you pulled me off. Okay, alright. Wow, they held up really nicely on that. That barrier came in handy. Oh man, I gotta tell you, that taunt is coming in fast. Jesus, Spider-Man's dodge is just completely off the chain right now. I may have to just switch off. I don't think I got a choice now. I haven't seen her additional attacks do anything. I'm not entirely sure her character is working. I am going to do these. I am going to do more. I think I got 2 more in me. I mean, 8-3. These characters, even though they're mixed, they aren't slouches. And we, even with 2 of the new characters being underdeveloped, this is pretty good. Actually, most of them are underdeveloped, but let's start with War Machine, because he could definitely hurt the squad. consistency. Let's use that. Extra damage for negative effects. See what's happening here. I think instinctively I actually came up with the most optimal ISOs package for this team. Reason being is the charges are actually pretty high on some of the on Spider-Woman and Nico especially. What I'm noticing here is Captain Marvel is very sustaining, and I could switch her to like a striker to get a little bit of extra damage. But because she's got that healer class, she's going to be supporting any secondary healing that needs to happen on the field with her own HP. But it's going to allow 1 or 2 extra turns to go to charge up the bigger characters on this team, which is Nico and Spider-Woman. This is going to work out really, really well for some of the teams that you're going to be fighting in war that might take a little bit longer than normal, because this team is going to be built more for sustain than it is anything. Even though some of the healing coming off of Nico is a bit random, but so are the negative effects that are going to be applied to the field. And having Nico with that striker, I still got to keep watching for it. But what I need to see is what happens after the first shot. Her entire kit is just filled with this, after the first use, this is what's gonna happen, randomness to it, which is kind of crazy to begin with, to have a player-controlled team that does this. I'm not feeling the value in it, but I could be wrong at this point. That's a good one. I think that's the... Oh, you wanna know what? Let's do Brotherhood. No. That's got a flip in it. That's got a lot of negative statuses in it. Yeah, I think that's the one. I'm not looking for a deep win. I'm looking for just some effect, some sustain on their part to see certain things. Like this one. After the first use, I'm supposed to see one of those effects happen. Either an evade, a deflect, or a revive. The revive, probably not going to see that. But the deflect or the evade is something that I should see. I mean, if nobody's ready there to revive, shouldn't it break down to just those two? Alright, but who do we need? That's going to flip. But it doesn't do anything else useful. I'm not sure I even want to use this. They're not going to receive any huge positives. It's just going to be a big hit. So do I even really want to use that? I think the bleed would be more useful. Now this will be useful. I can stop Strange from doing anything with flips. I think I'm gonna work out Yondu. Ooh, Nico's gonna take an L. shit. He stole all of that. Oh my goodness. That was pretty cool. Oof. Yeah, I think I'll stay away from supernatural teams. In the back of my head, I thought she was going to wipe that. Yeah, this is not going to turn out great. Being 8-3, it was fine. It's just this supernatural team is just too fast. The negative statuses are just blowing like water. That's what we were looking for. A good solid loss to see where this team stands currently. It's nice to get the win on tests, but you don't need it. I think I got a pretty good idea where this team is standing. Still haven't seen a lot of what Nico's capable of. That's going to be tough to see. Even like in war. This, after the first use thing, is pretty foreign. There is a good chance her character might not be working correctly. That's something new. Alright, but that is the team so far. Let's go ahead and pull up their squad so you guys can see the ISOs that I'm currently using for them. Alright, so here you go. This is my current A-Force team now that Nico's here and completing the team. This is going to be what I'm going to use for my basically my starter ISO package. I do believe Spider-Woman's probably pretty solid at that skirmisher. She definitely needs that extra boost and focus right now. None of her kits really helping her out in that manner, and none of the synergies are either. So that means in terms of PvP like Alliance War, having skirmishers is probably going to be pretty crucial for her. I am going to try to utilize Nico as a striker to try to, you know, get that random heal to work a little bit. But it's going to take numerous fights to be able to see her abilities work correctly. And unfortunately, you know, you're not able to see that happen until probably 2-3 turns even outside of that. And really, when you're talking about a fight, you're trying to end everything within the first 3 turns. And so that might not go as smooth as I hope it will. Or at least I won't be able to witness that type of part of her kit, which is a little bit crazy to think about, but I'm going to hold off my opinion on how highly I value that. Now, Jessica Jones, amazing character right now with that barrier and energy and just wiping all the negative statuses. She's pairing really, really well with Captain America with defense up, barrier, and being able to protect this team long enough for them to charge back up again and hit that squad really, really hard. I'm a little bit up in the air about Captain Marvel's ISO, but having her be high sustain right now until I can really figure that out for her is the smartest choice so far. Now, I am placing her behind Captain America because he's going to be pulling taunt quite often, and so having a second character there to take up any chain attacks that might move through the team well, and having Jessica Jones there, crazy resistance, great armor, and she's bringing great armor to this entire team. So once this team balances out, this is going to be a really solid team. If you're brand new to the game, I do highly recommend picking this team up for a couple different reasons. One, once you're able to get into the Scourge event, this is probably going to be the best team possible for that Scourge. That's just judging my professional opinion off of what I experienced on the last Scourge, where the main, like, basically pay for team did actually react really, really well to almost any of the nodes that you would use them in, better than any of the alternative options like Web Warriors. Web Warriors, I banked on hard to work really, really well there. Unfortunately, most of their usefulness is actually just in raids. So there was nothing there that I could really utilize. If I had to do it over again, I probably would have used Scarlet Spider with a very high-end healer class. That way he could support the healing on the team much, much better. With that little bit of extra sustain, they are still a hard-to-hit team and one of the highest damage dealing teams out there, even outside of raids. So I should have done better, but I didn't. But I did have a better experience with the Dark Hunters, which was that basically the main pay-for team when that Scourge first came out. Now, A-Force is that team for the next Horseman. So if you're new, or maybe you're like kind of like mid-level, you might want to try picking up this team, maybe even paying for some of their stars and just getting them ready. Now, only do that if you have the disposable income to do so. If you feel like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this, and you're not in that section, don't bother, man. Just ride it out. Everything is achievable in this game with a little bit of time and patience. Just because you don't get something right out of the gate doesn't mean anything. Think about all the players that might be starting off the game right now underneath you. They're doing the same thing, and don't get discouraged. So you should be good to go. That's going to be the unlock for Nico, the final character for A-Force. What do you guys think? And if you have any tips, tricks, or maybe some alternative options for a fifth member of this team that I might not know about that could be better, like I'm thinking Nick Fury could be a great option. He'll be able to spread a lot of great positive statuses around during a match. But that taunt seems to me to buy just enough time to really make this team pop. But I would love to hear what you have to say. If you ever want to catch me live, I am here. Follow me right here on twitch.tv/Justice3Gaming. If you're a bigger fan of YouTube, I am multi-streaming over there as well, and I release videos on a regular basis. That way, also, you can like this stream or video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications bell so you know whenever I'm doing speed runs, unlocks, stuff like that for Marvel Strike Force if you're into it. And that should be good. What else? I am going to take a small break here. I'm going to get my info straightened out for any of my analytics for the channels, and then I'm going to hop back onto the stream, and oh well, it's 12 right now. I am going to try to come back real quick and start a new run, speed run on Dark Dimension 4. If you're interested in that, come on back and check that right now. And since there's some viewers here, if you don't mind, I'm going to try to raid another channel so that way it can help someone out. Can never find the stream manager fast. Why is that? Oh, creator dashboard. That's why. Pick a live channel to raid. Let's see who is out there doing some Marvel Strike Force right now. How about that? Here we go. I'm gonna raid out Rolf Karen. How's it going, Karen? Or Rolf. both Karen. I don't know which one you prefer. Let me know. Well, there you have it. Justice 3 Gaming. That's going to be it for my show today. If you enjoyed yourself, I hope you come back. I wish you all passion, love, and gaming. And never forget, rule number 1 of gaming is go where the fun is. And that's what I've done here today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.